Alright guys, hello, good evening. This is Sprawl here, by my side is Laser Jesus, and we are live in the knife round. This is the RGN New Year's Open. We've got a best of one here in the lower bracket. It's lower bracket round 4. And we do see it's going to be the Paradox line. No, that's the Mayhem line. I always get screwed up because whenever they do knife rounds, it's usually the opposite names at the top. So anyhow, regardless, we are going to see them picking up the knife rounds, so they get to choose the sides. Very important on knife rounds, or rather on best of ones especially, but Nuke in general, you want to be able to pick that side. So we've got an exciting matchup for you guys tonight. You guys did see before we came live here, we had that netcode guides video. Make sure you guys check out netcode guides. We've got a link right below the channel. If you click on that, you'll go to their website. You probably know about them already. They actually just picked up a new lineup in Mythic. That was announced about an hour ago, or maybe a little bit over. But essentially what it is it's a CSGO training website. So they've got videos from professional players, and they post content pretty much on the daily for your learning purposes. So you can learn to be a better gamer. Make sure you guys use the code RGN. You'll get 25% off that. And also, we've got our GoRGN.tv website. Make sure you guys check that out as well. We recently had a giveaway on there. We've got our forums up and running. There's plenty of content on there already. We've got Hito's betting section. Make sure you guys check that out. Very accomplished bettor there. And yeah, we are about to go live into this game. So again, we've got Paradox and Mayhem. Laser, you got any predictions, any ideas on what we're going to see here tonight?
Well, since Mayhem just won the knife round, I mean, everybody that bet on them just took a deep sigh of relief. Because anybody that starts on Nuke CT sides are going to have a massive advantage. So, I'm looking for Mayhem to take this. The way Mayhem, I mean, the odds don't really show in my eyes how this match is going to go, because Mayhem's roster, they've performed very well in the past in our tournaments. But Paradox, obviously no slouches, but with the pickup of Jason R, I think Mayhem's going to be looking even better than before.
We will find out as, yeah, Paradox, they actually took out Area 51 in the lower bracket. The team that actually knocked them to the lower bracket, so a little bit of revenge there, and they actually won on Overpass in their best of 3, and then that was actually the same map they played in the lower bracket, so they beat out Area 51. So we are live here in the pistol round. We'll see what happens. Again, pistol round very important on Nuke, as it's probably the most level playing field you're going to have on this Nuke map on the T side, essentially.
I agree entirely, and we always overstate or understate, depending on how you want to talk about it, the pistol round. But on Nuke, like you said, terrorist side pistol, you got it's more even than other rounds, because the CTs don't have the proper nades to shut you down like they normally would. But let's see what Paradox is doing here. They're getting ready to prime up for an upper take, but now they're running people outside, and they still have people waiting for Squeaky. I don't know about this strat here, because Jason R has already caught one. They try to run down Squeaky, and now Paradox has taken into lower, but the bomb goes down. I mean, that Mayhem downs the bomb. The bomb has not been planted, and this is looking horrible for Paradox, as they're running out of players to do this with, and it's up to Adwait in this 1 versus too many CTs.
Wow.
That's 2 big frags, and he only has 1 guy to deal with, and he's yet to plant the bomb, but he has 40 seconds to do it, and it's all up to one of our former casters, Davey.
Yeah, we'll see if he has what it takes. He does have a kit to flashbang, so no armor on him. We'll see if he can make this happen. Again, he's got that bomb down in front of him. Adwait, just kind of checking around. He is going to drop in the vents, and that's going to be Davey seeing him there, but lands a little bit of damage. 33 HP. Davey takes significant damage, though, now down to 58. The 1v1 is real here, as Adwait, he's just going to fake that bomb plant. Flash comes out, and that's going to blind Adwait completely, but Davey doesn't peek out here. He does now, and gets the frag. Mayhem. And again, one of our casters here at RGN, that's going to be Davey picking up that round, and a very important one for the Mayhem lineup.
Yeah, and Adwait in the end was in such a tough spot. In my opinion, he should have rushed Davey down instead of going for the plant, because Davey was showing no signs of falling back. Of course, he could have tried once he was getting pushed, but that is not what happened. And our caster Davey wins the round for Mayhem. And like we were talking about, that round is so pivotal for the terrorist side, because not only does it give you a chance to have the CT save, which is a rarity on a map like Nuke, you have it's Glocks versus Glock, or pistol versus pistols, and gun versus gun on the gun rounds. Terracide is already at a disadvantage, but this is an eco round for Paradox, and they do have those Rec 9s in hand, and that's 2 frags already for Paradox as they slowly make their way around outside. So only to counteract it is these Mag 7s, and so far has not been working for Mayhem. And I think if Paradox can get this boost going, doesn't look like there's anybody in heaven. But for Mayhem, we do have a flank going around from the ramp, so Mayhem's just doing anything they can to try to get it back in their favor, and Davey spots all of them outside. And now, still, Mayhem struggling to find their positioning in this round, and they're already down 2 players, but I love the patience from Paradox. They're going to take all the time necessary to just slowly get control of the heavens. And so now that they boost one in, I think this is going to be their round.
Yeah, it's Silent. He is boosted up, sends Davey down to 35 HP, and that's a great frag, though. Natu needed to make that happen, got a double, and now in a 2v2 situation, we see the bomb is going to be dropping to lower through ramp room. Both CTs already down there, though. We see Davey and Natu. They were both in vents a moment ago. We see Davey, though, just popping out through the door, and that's going to be Davey getting a frag here. Now it's all up to Justin, as he does have that dangerous Tech 9, but Natu, pretty much the MVP of that round in my books. He cleans up, and Paradox, they looked really solid early in that round. I think that Buzza buying only a Deagle on an anti-eco right there was just a complete misplay. He tried to work outside, but that's just not going to work. If they armor Tech 9, that I'm sure you can speak more about that.
Yeah, you're playing it like an eco round from your side. I mean, you buy a Deagle against any weapons, you're at a disadvantage unless you hit that immediate headshot. Just crazy play, and he almost lost his team the round because of it. But another eco round coming in from Paradox here. This time they don't want to spend the money on those 9s, and they're going to be busting straight out of upper with some success early yet again, but Mayhem has the wherewithal to hold right now, and the bomb has still yet to get planted. Paradox is really struggling to get the bomb down at any round, and that's been their bane the previous 2 rounds aside from this one.
3 frags, not bad, but like you said, bomb down would have been beautiful. They will be able to buy up this round, but getting any of those bomb plants just secures a little bit more money. Maybe they would be running around with having maybe an AWP out in yard, something like that, but now we're going to have 5 AKs. They are with a decent nade set, so they do have utility to work with here. We see Buzza picking up an AWP on the other side, so this is the first gun round. This is the first hurdle that basically both teams, or rather the second hurdle, pistol round obviously being the first, but now with guns in their hand, Paradox much more of a threat, obviously, and we'll see how Mayhem reacts, as they do have Davey pushed up near T-Red, and behind a smoke. We'll see if he can be a little bit pesky here.
Yep, definitely a dangerous position, but for Paradox, they're slowly priming up for this outer take, and then they're going to have 2 group with them up and then into inner, so some smokes being deployed, and now Paradox is going to have another chance to try to bust into this upper bomb site, but oh, there's Davey finally showing himself. Only takes down 1, however, and Trevor does connect. And so Paradox, another round where they're looking good early, and Mayhem always just seems to find a way to come back in the round, but oh, Ellie on to now, and Jason R comes up from the heavens. He goes down, and this looks like it's going to be a Paradox round, much needed, and especially on the first gun round. It's been close on a lot of these, but in the end, they haven't been able to clinch the victory, but now it's all up to Buzza to keep that goose egg up on the Paradox side. And he has an op to work with, but I don't think he's going to bet it here. And he is just going to go ahead and save. And for the Mayhem side there, they just kind of got overwhelmed by the smokes and flashes from Paradox. And without Davey getting more than 1 frag outside, that was the problem of that round.
Yeah, great frag there by Justin. He's going to finish off Buzza, and they're actually just leaving that AWP, so they don't actually even want to utilize that on their... I said that very well. Utilize that on their T side here. They're just going to be going only with... Yeah, I don't know. And I emphasize the wrong part of words occasionally. It's the Canadian within me. But anyhow, it is all AKs here. And no AWPs, but because those first 3 rounds were as close as they were, we see an ecoing Mayhem now. Wow. Generally speaking, if you're winning those anti-ecos with very little casualties on your side, you should be able to buy twice. But now on an eco, this gives Paradox a great opportunity to make this scoreline close in this first half.
Yeah, couldn't be in a better position here, aside from winning the first pistol round and then having Mayhem save out from there. But yeah, the fact that Mayhem has to save after winning 3 in a row just speaks to how many players Paradox has been dropping every single round. And ooh, great spam from Streber here through the wall into upper. And this anti-eco from Paradox, the way that they're taking it is so difficult for the CTs to react to, because either you go for an outside stack and have to deal with the AKs at long range, or you let them have total control outside, and then when they do take, they already have the positional advantage.
Yeah, so many angles you can work once you kind of gain control of outer, especially if you start working towards that hell position by heaven there, and you really can have a lot of angles to attack in. We're going to see them just straight into upper, just take it by force, but Jason R has something to say about it, gets 2 frags, so making it close here, now in a 1v2. He's going to pop open Squeaky, just make sure that they look over in that direction, but moving back over to Hut, it does go down to Jason, or rather to Adwait here. So Jason R does get a couple frags, and that is good for the ecoing CT side, but now they still don't have a heck of a lot of money on their side. They've got 4,600 on Jason R, and that's because he just got those frags in that eco round, but the rest of the team, we see Davey picking up armor P250, but this is going to be another eco inevitably for the Mayhem lineup, so Paradox given the opportunity to make this 3-3 here if they don't struggle.
Yeah, this is devastating. A double save after winning 3 rounds in a row. So that is just crazy that Mayhem allowed this to happen. But now it's their turn to go for the aggression. We see Davey trade one outside, but Paradox is still holding the lobby very well. But down to a 2-on-3 here. And Mayhem is continuing the aggression. Davey has found himself an AK. Jason R. Deagle doesn't connect, and Paradox is going to close that round. Just the Mayhem aggression didn't really work out. They got the trade early, but not enough. And now Paradox. If they could take this one, I mean, the job is done on this side.
They're feeling great right now. There's no doubt about that. And although they lost 3 players in the last 2 rounds to an eco, essentially, it's not as devastating on that T side. It really is a little bit, especially they're not going with any AWPs. They're basically just going, yeah, AK-47 across the board. They want decent utility as well. So it's fairly expensive, but not quite the same effect as maybe going against that CT ecoing. So we do see here, it is going to be the T's just kind of working slow. They've, I believe they have someone, no, that's actually going to be Eli. He's just boosted up onto, well, not boosted, but he's on top of the lobby roof here. He's just spamming through, trying to catch someone in the upper rafters, but as of now, Paradox realizes this is the first time that they're going to be facing a gun round again, so they're just going to take it a little bit slow, see if they can work some picks, and as of now, nothing really going on. There is going to be a smoke outside that's going to be via Adwait here, and they will be flashing out with it as well. But Davey boosted up here. He's up in the heaven rafters, and he's going to get dropped by Adwait, though. Fox fires back, but now it is a little bit of outer control here for the T side.
Yeah, but now they're making their way down below. And Mayhem, I love what they did there. Paradox took the outer bomb site last time, or outer bomb site, took outer, wrapped into inner. The last time they lost a gun round, and this time Mayhem dedicates a bunch of players outside, but it's still Paradox is just able to overwhelm them with great flashes and smokes. But now we're down 2-on-2 in the bitter end of the round. Strebber and Silent M gonna have to try to hold this lower. Hasn't been working out for them before. However, Mayhem allows them to get the bomb down for free. And this is gonna be a difficult retake here. The flashes doing well for Mayhem, but no, Silent eats the flash like a sandwich and then turns around and bops Buzza and Fox for the win.
What a god. What a god. Right before that, he actually threw a smoke that I believe intended to go into the vents, but it didn't, and then they flashed out and he got those 2 frags. So kind of making up for that smoke grenade that kind of bounced a little bit funny. Quite honestly, I don't know how it kind of, anyhow, hit a weird hitbox there, but that's a great round for Paradox. Again, another
invisible
eco.
Mario bricks.
Exactly. You're like, there's no way that box extends that far. But anyhow, regardless, the joys of this game sometimes, Mayhem in one of the worst possible positions you can be in. 4-3 for Paradox on the T side, and you're ecoing again. Mayhem is just, they've got very, very little room for error, and quite honestly, they have to take these eco rounds super seriously because they almost need to convert these. These are not rounds that you want to give away for free.
Yeah, and unless they take a few guns down, I mean, that's a definite loss for them on this eco round as we see a bunch of 5.7s. But I just want to talk a little bit more about that 2 versus 2 we saw in the end. Mayhem had 2 players in the vents, and Paradox had 2 players in the site. When that bomb planter tries to plant, that's a 2 versus 1. So I don't know why the 2 Mayhem players didn't engage like they had before. But let's get into the action this round. It's now 2, picking up a frag, and oh my god, Mayhem may take this. They desperately need this round. To tie it up here would be vital, and they may just do it. They might make it away with 3 guns in tow as well. And Strebber, the last man standing to make something crazy happen, and Mayhem is slowly enveloping around him.
He's all alone in yard here. He does see Natu, will take that frag, and you saw he was a little patient with it. He was just trying to see maybe if there's another player around, but Davey, he is deacon like none other, but it's not going to work out. Fully blind. Strebber ends up getting that frag, and now in a 1v1, Jason R versus Strebber, but not enough time here. The bomb is down way near Marshmallow, Twinkie, whatever you'd like to call it, and he is out of time.
Yep. And I don't know what he was doing here. I mean, he knows he had no time to go get the bomb. Go on the hunt. You already hunted down Davey, who was running for his life. I mean, at that point, Davey should just take the fight. You're not going to run all the way. He almost made it, but Strebber a little too quick on his feet. But now Paradox, they should have won that round, or excuse me, yeah, they should have won that round, as it was a anti-eco. But the aggression from Mayhem finally did pay off in the end. But now Strebber does have the gun to work with, as well as four Tech 9s at his back. So he's got 4 submachine guns, as well as his AK to work with. And they're going to go back to outside, where they've had a lot of success. And where they've had the success is with smokes and flashbangs that have allowed them to take outside pretty easily. And now they're taking it a little differently. They're going hard. Oh my god, they're going to jump down hard and try to wrap straight around into heaven. And Buzza was ready, and he does decapitate 2 of them. Oh no, Buzza is doing work from above. And this might be another Mayhem round here, as Buzza is doing work from up top.
Yeah, from the heavens. Death from the heavens. You don't say that too often, but we are going to see only Justin left here. He did manage to grab that AK, but a 4K here for Buzza. Like you said, he's hitting his shots, and that's really when it counts, because that round, although only Tech 9s, we've seen how powerful they are, especially with armor. They just come around the corner spraying them. You're just tapping your left click as fast as you can, and it is a terrifying feeling to be on the other end of that. So good for him getting those frags and making sure that they can't really engage at a closer angle, because inevitably if they pushed up into hell, that's when things get really scary. Now you're at close range facing Tech 9 armor, and yeah, that's quite terrifying to say the least.
Yep, and now Paradox switching the tempo. They're going to go, instead of rushing outside, they're rushing straight up into upper, where they've had some success in the past, but this time Mayhem with a solid hold. And still holding, but they're still in danger, as now Paradox has kind of stifled all their position, and they might be able to get the bomb down here. And this is looking good all of a sudden, as Silent takes down Davey. He gets traded off. Add weight, 9 HP. Oh, straight up the vents. There's Jason R. And that's another round for Mayhem. But again, at this point, 6-4. Paradox. Any more rounds at this point is just crucial for them, because it'll make their CT side so easy.
Yeah, and you can see how inexpensive that is to go Tech 9 armor. It's just so viable that they even went there once again. They got the bomb plant, and they have so much money to buy this round. So it's almost like it's not even that punished, you know what I mean? Like, you have loss bonus, and you get the bomb down like that, it doesn't even matter. It makes sense to almost do it. If you have like 3,500 or something, or maybe just under the amount that you'd want to full buy, go for it, right? It's so worth it to put that kind of threat onto the other team.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side, Paradox is going to need full money to do what's been working for them outside with these, just a bombardment of flashes and smokes. But has Mayhem wised up is the question. You can see here Paradox is lining up their smokes, and oh my god, Davey is going to get aggressive right at the time that they're priming up the smoke. The timing on this is crazy. Davey peeks out the perfect time and puts Mayhem in a great position to win this round.
Yeah, they're going to have the bomb outside, but we did see Justin, perfectly peaked there, as he did have a grenade in hand. Never a fun feeling to get dropped when you don't even have a weapon out to defend yourself, but early advantage for the CT side, very important. But we see Buzza get dropped very low, 27 HP. He's holding a very difficult angle, quite honestly, and he's going to get dropped here by Silent. So now it's evened up, and complete yard control once again for the T's, and Adweight is going to take out Davey. He tried to get aggressive once again, but Paradox is just playing really slow, waiting for them to try and contest on this again, and that's the perfect reason why essentially Davey got dropped there. He tried to get aggressive out of secret, and they are just waiting right now, and they're boosting up into heaven as well. This could work out well for them.
Yep, but time is becoming an issue as 15 seconds is rapidly approaching, and if Mayhem can just delay a little bit, Natu tries to hold the heavens, but Paradox just comes raining out, and they are going to get the bomb down here, but it's a 2-on-2. Ooh, they just barely get the bomb down. So Jason R, the recent pickup of Mayhem, or just the stand-in, I'm not too sure, but he has his time to shine here and keep Mayhem's hopes alive, because anything right now for Mayhem to lose another round could potentially mean the match. And this is such a tough position to be in for Jason, because you have to worry about the Heaven. He could be anywhere in the rafters, and you know one's in the back of the site that could peek you at any moment. So now he's making his way in, has no idea where the other one is. Sees Adway takes his head off, and that is another round for Paradox. And let's check out Mayhem's money. They could still buy, but they're approaching that at a dangerous area.
Yeah, this is looking rough here. Buzza's got 7,300. Jason, he's got significant money as well, so they are going to be able to buy up and drop around, but maybe not the nades they were hoping for here, as we do see it's got Natu, Jason R. They've got some significant grenades on their side, but Buzza, Davey, not so much. Davey's literally rocking only a 5.7. He's got a kit and armor, so not the best here. To be honest with you, and this is something I'm going to throw at you, Laser. Kit or 2 flashes? You've already got 3 kits on your team. What do you think there?
I mean, if I got 3 kits on my team, I'd go 2 flashes. Not that I ever really use those, but I'd definitely go 2 flashes if in a match scenario. But that many kits, especially if you're already the aggressive player playing outside and everything, the chances of you being involved in the end there and that kit really helping, it's there. But definitely the flashes in this kind of forced situation would be more helpful, especially the way Paradox has been playing this, because Paradox really gives you nothing to look at until your either screen is white or it's just a cloud of smoke that you're looking at.
Right, exactly. So we do see they're going to take ramp room already. That's going to be Jason R getting dropped here. So here they go down to lower, and already on the rotate we see Fox. He drops out of the vents, but caught off guard a little bit. Maybe didn't realize they were going to get down there very quickly. But Davey, he's going to pop in from control room window, gets 2 frags. So with not much equipment, he is making it worth his while. And now it's a 2v2. We see Buzza coming up on the flank. That's from ramp room, and Adwait's down. It's all up to Justin here. He's got a CT on either side of him. Natu up in vents, and then Buzza, he's from ramp. So he is going to bait the plant here. He's going to wait it out. And again, Buzza's not in a spot where he can actually peek. So I'm a little bit confused at his positioning, to be honest, because they did hear that the bomb was about to be planted. There we go. Natu gets the frag there. But, yeah, he baited the plant, so that would have given the information that he's way in sight. But Buzza kind of playing back of ramp. Didn't end up mattering, but we do see Mayhem picking up that 7th round. But Paradox on 5, again, they are still feeling great.
Yeah, I mean, they could lose out at this point and still be on Cloud 9, so... Yeah, you're right about Buzza's positioning, though. Once that plant was heard or called from his teammate, there's no way he should be playing that far back. But, the only danger is being pushed right away by the Paradox side. But I think we're going to be seeing something aggressive again here for Paradox. Never mind, they're going to take it slowly. So is it going to be a quarterback sneak here? They're kind of hovering around the radio room with these Tech 9s. And now they're going to be busting in. They're joined up by the bomb here. So can these Tech 9s get that Rec 9 train going? Jason R goes down early after only taking 1 into hell with them. So, that joke doesn't work here on Nuke. I apologize. But still trade frag. So Paradox not out of this just yet. Oh my God. Adway picks up a rifle and takes out 2. So now Mayhem is only down to 2 players. And Paradox still has yet to take a bomb site. And I like Mayhem's chances here if Buzza can keep control of hell and his teammate Davey can take at least 1 with him. I like Mayhem's odds here, but just like that, they both go down out of nowhere.
Yeah, Stremmer played that so well. He knew Buzza was there. He heard the shots ring out. He heard the scoping and just waited so carefully right outside of hell. And then Buzza decided to try and get back up into heaven again. As soon as he jumped on the ladder, that was his time. So we do see Paradox with a 6th round. And look at this Mayhem. They're forced to pistol armor, and that is just not a situation you want to find yourself in, as grenades on this map alone are so needed on the CT side to kind of prevent those chokes from the T's coming out, counter flashing, counter smoking, just countering them in general. But with only 5.7s, and again, Buzza's with the Deagle, it's going to be rough here, as Eli, he's going to take down Fox right away.
Yeah, and this slow anti-eco from Paradox is really putting in work here, as Mayhem, they have to give up a positional advantage even to go for a frag at this point, because Paradox isn't taking any dangerous positions just yet. And once they finally do, there's going to be a whole lot of lead coming in to the Mayhem side, who only can fire back with pistols. And they're going to be coming in through mini right now. Down goes another one. That's our hero Davey. and only 2 up here. In Mayhem, the economy game doesn't matter here, as Paradox is going to be able to full buy next round regardless. Another goes down. Now to just try to make it out with an AK or something. You look at Mayhem's money, they bought out this round, like full. Only 5.7s and probably armor. But yeah, you're right. Without any nades to kind of prime their push with, that was a huge mistake from Mayhem.
Now Natu, like you said, he's trying to get something done. Maybe a rifle, but in the position he's in, unless they're hunting for him, I don't think he's going to find anything there. So just kind of saving his... He's got 91 armor and a 5.7. So he's saving that, but actually, it does look like he might get pushed here. We see right above his head, that's going to be silent him. So we'll see if it does indeed happen, but no, they're just going to be moving to the edge of the map. Make sure that they don't die from the bomb, but they do not want to give any weapons to Natu. So here we go, 7-7, last round of the half. Paradox is going to be jumping for joy with confidence right now. They are just flying high above, like you said, in Cloud 9 as... The CT lineup, again, they force bought that last round. They still have nothing in this round. So I would have liked them maybe to see a save just so they could have a better chance in this one. But I have a feeling we're going to see a bit of the same. We've got 3 smokes on the CT side. So that's at least a little bit better, but it's going to be rough here.
Yeah, and Paradox, I don't agree with this. They're going to be rushing straight out of upper. But, they find the frags anyways. And 3-1 is the trade. And Paradox just bullies their way into upper. And Davey with the scout. You're going to need to find 4 heads. I don't know if our boy's going to be able to do it. But he does take a little damage onto 1. Oh, man. He's not going to be able to do it. And Davey still gets 1. I mean, there's no way he could do it at this point. All for clowns at this point. But Paradox goes up 8-7.
Yeah, Paradox winning the half on T's side. That's not something you see very often. So... they're going to be looking really good here. Now it turns into Mayhem. How is their T side? Can they do the same things we've seen in the past with Paradox? I don't know. I don't know. Paradox looking like they know what they're doing, at least on... They took their T side very, very handily, quite honestly. So moving on to the CT side here, I imagine we're going to see similar things.
Yeah, I really like Paradox's chances here. I mean, Mayhem, are they going to be able to do what Paradox did to them? Potentially, but doubtful. And they have to reinvent the meta or something here on Nuke, because this is looking like a Dust 2 or one of those kind of map scores. Not a Nuke map. Like the CT side, you got to walk away with at minimum 10. And now Mayhem, their hopes and dreams rely on the pistol round. And bear in mind, ladies and gents, loser goes home here.
Alright, so we are live here in the pistol round. Mayhem versus Paradox. Like you said, loser here is out of the tournament. Their dreams for this one are going to be dead, unfortunately. But we still have some action left here as Paradox now moving on to that CT side, having a very impressive T side here. But already that nade is huge. They naded half of the T side lineup to about half HP. And now Fox getting dropped through the smoke via a 5-7 of Eli. Strebber gets 1 as well. And now Buzza, Natu, Jason are forced to make something happen here or suffer the consequences. And that's going to be Paradox starting off with an insane momentum in the CT side.
And the crushing effect of that nade. I mean, you're like, okay, boys, we win this pistol, we're in this. The first thing that happens to you after your pump-up speech, your team gets dropped 200, look at that nade, 208 damage with that nade. And that's at the start before you get a chance to kill anybody, man.
Oh, man. Just talk about perfect nade placement. Sometimes you throw a nade and you're like, it was right beside the guy and it did nothing. That one, not the case. So much damage done. So much damage done.
And outside, so many times you'll pre-nade outside and you'll look at your console and it's like, oh, I did 20 damage when they rushed it. And you're just confused by that nade. Perfect timing and perfect placement. But look at this, Mayhem. Looking for that counter eco when they rush into ramp. They do take down the first one and the second one. Davey going to work with that Tech 9. That's 3 unanswered for Mayhem. And suddenly they are in this. But Paradox now battling back as best they can. A lot of the members of Mayhem are low. Make that all of them are low. And only on Paradox is Justin pretty wounded. And now Mayhem trying to rework back to heaven. I don't know if this is going to work because Justin's already there. He goes down as well. And now Mayhem has to reroute again. They've tried lower, have to reroute. They try heaven, have to reroute. Where do they go from here? The only thing you could go back to do, you can either try to go back to ramp or try to ramp around or ramp into mini, and that is what they're going to be trying to do.
Where did... Oh, the bomb dropped into upper. That's where it went. The guy who went upstairs, or the ladder first, was the bomb carrier. So as he died, the momentum just launched the bomb through more amazing bomb physics in this game, launched it onto the floor in upper. So they were basically screwed at that point. To put it bluntly, that was going to be really difficult, especially with the HP. That was a valiant effort. It looked promising early in the round, but Paradox ended up taking it.
Yeah, and what's so horrible about this is Mayhem, the reason they lost that first one was because of that nade. The reason they lost that one is because the bomb just decided to rocket off a dead body into the clutches of the CTs.
Just awesome. They're just going to be so happy after that. And they do have P250s across the board. We'll see if they can make something happen here. Buzza does take down Eli, so that is a start. But we do have Davey. He's on 1 HP right now. So they at least have outer control. Let's see what they can make of it.
Yeah, they have taken down one. But at this point, I just expect like a nuke to come down and only kill the Mayhem players. Because their luck is just silly right now. I mean,
I agree.
That nade should, I mean, obviously really well placed, but a lot of times the nade won't do what you want it to, even if you place it perfectly, and then you don't expect the bomb to do that. And so what's going to happen to Mayhem next is my question. So they've already thrown away their early advantage. And never mind, it is 4-on-4. Davey is just living by the skin of his teeth though, and now they try to go into ramp, and then oh my god, P90 just rips them all, and now it's up to Fox in this 1 versus 3 with 13 HP. Not going to happen. Justin gets him down, and now that Paradox has won the pistol round. The next two, they're pretty safe. Their money's looking okay. I mean, actually, it's not looking good at all. They're in saving potential if they do lose this here. So Mayhem not out of this just yet, but they have incredible stair set to climb.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they're going to try here as Mayhem. This is the round to make it happen. Those first 3 after you drop pistol, you're hoping to make something happen, but this is the real chance. You've got rifles on your side. You've got all the equipment behind it, the smokes, the flashes. What are they going to do with it here? We do see Davey already spamming through upper. He's trying to catch someone in rafters, but isn't going to work out so well as of yet. He is actually very close to add weight there, but we do see Justin. He took a little bit of damage. I'm not sure what that was from. Probably another wallbang of sorts here. But just taking outer control right now, we've got Fox and Natu. They're going to be peeking near T-Red, and Fox takes the head off of Silent as he tries to push up from stairs, and Eli goes down as well. This is falling apart from the CT side.
Yeah, and Fox says, we ain't going out like this, boys. He hits 2 great AK headshots, and the op looked a little shaky there from Eli, and I'm not sure if it was just the smoke that did that. Oh, and another falls. It seems like whenever one goes down from Paradox, it just has a domino effect, like so fast. But still, what is Mayhem going to do to lose this round at this point? Oh, Fox looks the wrong way, and he is done murdering some Paradox players, but now the retake is happening. There goes down another one. Mayhem is not playing this retake, or this counter retake correctly, and Adway peeks into radio. Oh, another goes down. That's Jason R. But they have a pinch set up here. They have 1 on each side, and now 2 onto Adway, down to a 1 versus 2. Justin has to play this beautifully, but it's not going to happen, and Davey drops Justin to make this 8-11 for Paradox. And now Paradox is going to have to save, and Mayhem at this point can't lose any guns. I mean, they have to make this away on a anti-eco round clean, because Paradox is going to be able to buy next round, and Mayhem has to keep forcing Paradox to save, because it's so easy to develop that nuke momentum on CT.
Yeah, very important here that Mayhem does just take this handily. And we'll see on the CT side, we've got Adweight, Justin, they've got armor, but the rest of the team just upgraded pistols, more or less Silent. He's got that Deeg, so we'll see if we can make something work here. But as of now, just working very slow is the Mayhem lineup. Not a surprise on this anti-eco. They don't want to fall into any of the kind of traps that might be placed, as we do see, actually, Strebber, he's going to be pushed up in radio room, so a deadly angle here if they don't check close right. Coming into radio room, he pushed through the smoke, and now he's even got Silent here, so they're playing a nice crossfire. Got Jason and Buzza inside of lobby, but that's going to be a nice spam from Buzza. Drops Silent as he tries to peek. Maybe a little bit of impatience there from Silent as they do still have one player in Strebber here. Buzza, he's going to check the angle though, and that's going to be that player going down 5-3 here, and this is a beautiful start of the round for the Tees. But Eli,
yep.
Ooh.
So Eli does bring him back just a little bit. He does take down Fox, but Mayhem is already taking it lower. But Justin onto Buzza in the window room. So suddenly it gets dangerous here for Mayhem. They're getting the bomb down, and nobody's peeking for Paradox. Only one player peeked. In that situation, it's a 3-on-2 when that bomber's planted, or when that bomb planter is planting, and you gotta peek.
Yeah, and that nade's gonna sail, and Justin is down for the count. And another round for Mayhem here. They only dropped 2 players there. So not so bad at all. Like we were saying, they want to take minimal damages, and certainly they did. Only 2 down, and now we see it is a double eco from the CT side. So this is a chance for Mayhem to close that score line. On the T side, you really need to make these opportunities count, because when they are fully rifled up and such, it's so difficult to get the round. So when this is the case, oh so important. And already we're going to see some aggression from the CT side. They're all rushing inside of lobby here. Buzza gets 1 but goes down. Now Jason, he does get a frag, but down to 2 HP. We will see Silent going down. It's all up to Eli and Justin here, as now the T's more or less have control.
Yeah, we saw a classic scenario there when you rush into the lobby and the terrorists aren't trying to hold it from within the lobby. It's really difficult to decide what to do after you have the control, because either you press outwards, which the positional advantage is just crazy for the terrorist, because you can be posted on top of the lobby, and it gets real difficult at that point. And we saw Paradox lose as a result of that. But this round, Justin has found an AK, and he's going to bring that into tomorrow. And for Mayhem here, they only lose 1 player, and the fact that they made Paradox double save here, when Paradox finally does win, depending on how many players they have alive when they do win, I mean, their economy is going to be set. However, if they buy it up full and then lose, that scenario is going to reset, and we could have a match on our hands. So depending how this next buy round goes is going to decide, you know, the next couple.
Yeah, next one's going to be very important here, and I'm just going to take this opportunity here to talk about, we do have a Twitter giveaway going on. So I've neglected the Twitter giveaways a little bit in my cast just because I purely have forgotten, to be honest. So I'm going to make sure I get this one. We've got a well-worn Huntsman Urban Mask giveaway on Twitter right now, as long as you follow. Let me see Justin actually. Oh, he makes it. He made it around the corner. So very important save there. But yeah, follow Vanity Esports and follow Go RGN TV on Twitter. Make sure you retweet the specific one that mentions that knife, and you can enter into that. So definitely check that out, guys. But we are here, round 22. Like we were saying, very important round. This one is going to set up the way that basically the next couple rounds are going to play out. So we'll see here, as we do have Eli. He's going to be utilizing an AWP, so he's going to be out in garage. But as of now, no T's except for now Natu will be checking out in yard, but more or less lots of terrorists inside a lobby.
Yeah, so what does Mayhem do here? Just taking it real slowly, and just take a gander at Paradox's money here. If they lose this one, I mean, their round loss bonus is getting up there, but they will have to save it if they do. Very interesting nade from Justin there. I think he did about 30 damage on a Davy, so different little meta nades going on. I'm not sure if the window has to be there for that nade to work or not, but still slow here from Mayhem, debating where is the correct route to go. Whenever you see that bomb down, it is usually an indicator that we're not going to take any site too quickly here. But now that the time is ticking away, I think that they're going to be trying to take up into inner. Oh my god, where did Davey find that frag outside? He took down Ele, who's been questionable with that op so far. And now Mayhem is going to try their low at upper. Justin takes down Fox, who's nobody's there going for the trade attempt. But Fox was the lone faker. And for Mayhem, they have numbers down, but they're going to be trying to take into lower. And I don't know if this is going to work.
Yeah, Strebber's going to be waiting here, and Darkspot takes down Buzza already, and now it's a 4v2 as Natu will try, and Jason R as well try and aggress here. Jason R finally gets a frag, but that's going to be a round in favor of Paradox here. And if we look at the money situation, let's see, Natu, he could probably hand out a gun or two. They could force up a buy here for sure if they want to keep the pressure on, and honestly, I'd like to see it just because the money situation for Paradox isn't too out of control. If they can force things back in their direction, could be, yeah, again, back in their direction. Paradox could be ecoing once again very soon here, but if they decide to save, which again, I do believe they're going to be throwing around some weapons, but if they did opt to just go with maybe a Tech 9 armor, something like that, Paradox, if they can build up that money, they can close this out. So it is still a very close match, but Paradox on 12, they are looking pretty.
Yeah, and just looking at the CTs here, we got two players that have still yet to buy a gun, and that is Silent as well as Strebber. So if Mayhem does win this, and they'd be fools not to go for this buy-up, even though they might not be able to get full nades, this is the point where they could just snatch their momentum and ride that train to victory. If they could keep forcing Paradox to save and potentially double save like they had been, this match isn't over. But Paradox now, if they win this gun round, then we see that nuke trend develop where the CTs can just take away any advantage of the terrorists just in a glimpse and just take that train right back to victory. I mean, we'll see what happens. I gotta give it to Paradox at this point, just based upon how Mayhem's been playing it. They've been playing kind of like just kind of run and gun based in the end of the rounds. I don't like their setups too much. I liked Paradox's a lot more, but they've been finding the rounds.
Certainly they have, as Mayhem, they got 3 in a row. Paradox got that last one, and this is, like we were saying, the opportunity to break the money of Paradox. If you can make this a dogfight on that CT, or on that T side, kind of forcing the rounds back and forth, that's always going to be beneficial, especially on a CT-sided map like this, to the T side. So right now, they're going to be smoking outside into Yard. We see a number of smokes. Ooh, they missed their one for the Rafters by Heaven, though, so that one's a little bit misplaced. Luckily for them, no one playing that right now, and they are going very quickly into Secret and pushing towards lower.
Yep, and with the CT there is playing a very dangerous game. He's getting real aggressive, but he flashes out, gets 2 before he's traded off. Jason R keeps his team in it, though. But I like what Mayhem tried to do there. They got 3 down into lower, but Silent came up big for his team. And he wasn't playing with anybody. He was just trying to hold that lower angle, and it worked out. And now Mayhem still with 4 players up. Or I mean, Paradox with 4 players up. Last player goes down for Mayhem. And their outer pinch just didn't work out. Silent M, MVP that round. And now this is where it gets sad for the T's. Wah, wah.
Yeah, they don't have a heck of a lot of money to play with here. In Paradox, it's kind of the opposite situation. They're starting to get a little bit of money here. We can see that they have, my GoTV is glitching. Yeah, Eli's definitely got a gun. So they all have guns right now, and they all have enough money to buy if they do get into the next round. It might not be the best buy they've ever done, but Best Buy, see that play I just did there. Whoa, whoa, I'm more of a Future Shop kind of guy, but I don't know about you guys. No, I'm kidding. We are going to have Strebber take down Buzza. Davey, though, 2 Tech 9 frags, and that's going to be huge here as they're trying to take lower ad weight. He's going to get put down to 64 HP as well. Davey now with an AK-47. This is going to be very dangerous, and they're playing this very slow. I like this. They're not just predictably rushing into lower, although there's actually only Justin here. That's maybe what they expect to do. Eli is actually holding up in Heaven, so scratch all that. They don't really expect it. They're actually heading back here to outer, and an interesting play from Mayhem, to say the least.
Yeah, and the great part of what they did here, Adwait, the player inside of Mini, has no idea. They stopped running at the perfect time, and they still have one prong to attack from, who's the player inside of Ramp Room right now. So they're going to try to go all the way around into lower. Right now, Paradox has got to be scratching their heads. Like, where could they be? They've made no noise in so long that they could be everywhere. But now Mayhem reveals their location, and they get taken down by Justin one by one. Oh, no. All this time only to meet an AK in the perfect spot, which brings it down to a 2-on-2. Ooh, Jason finds a frag, but not enough. It's going to be up to Eli. Oh, my God. Playing whack-a-mole with Fox right now. But Fox down to 5 HP, and he is going to lose that battle and break for safety into the CT spawn. Is Eli going to take this fight? I don't think so. But that's another one in the books for Paradox. And Mayhem almost made their crazy stuff work.
Almost. And Fox, I thought he was gonna die jumping off the stairs. He dropped, I think he had 10 HP, dropped to 5, and I'm like, oh man, don't try and do the stairs again, dude. That is not working out. That ladder is not a fan. So we do see Paradox here, 14-10, looking to close this out. This is one of the last opportunities Mayhem is gonna have. From here on out, they do have loss bonus at not maximum levels. They've lost 3 in a row, but soon enough they will. Well, obviously we only have a few rounds left if Paradox continues this trend here. So Paradox looking to put themselves on match point. We do see an AWP on Buzza. He's going to be looking outside, but as of now, not a heck of a lot going out there. But, oh, Eli with a 6 shot, making it count when it matters. We were criticizing him a little bit about his op play, but that was a great shot from the Heaven Rafters.
Yep, and another crippling start of the round for Mayhem, but Buzza trades the frag, but right back at him as Eli starts to put that op to work and narrowly misses Fox as well. So, as much-ish as I was giving him, makes me eat my words in the end, and likely for the victory here as Mayhem. This is going to be one of their last full buy rounds, and the way it's panning out here, they're just trying to take everything as just trying to gunfight everything, and their setup does not look clean, and that is what you need on a map like Nuke.
Natu trying to get the spray down here. Puts Justin down to 10 HP, but Davey, he's got 19. Fox, he's utilizing an AWP, but he's kind of stuck in an awkward position. He's at the top of secret stairs, just completely separated from his teammates. So Davey, he's going to be smoking out through Squeaky, but that spam is going to put him down as totally predicting the play here. That was Adwait getting the frag. Natu just trying to find the vents. And I'm on his screen, I don't even know where the vents are. So I think he's actually just hiding outside there. So not trying to find the vents. He's not as clueless as I am. And he's actually going to get a frag here. And now a 2v3 situation. He's trying to go for the bomb plant. He has to because they're running out of time. But he will get the bomb plant. We'll see if the CT's can retake.
Yep, and Justin's still playing with those vents right now. Strebber falls out of the heavens. Oh, and they trade off last man, who is Fox. Strebber going with the man strat. I got the distraction. When you see a guy, that is a teammate right there.
I got
you guys are stuck in your spots. Don't worry. Let me be an angel and just jump out of heaven and win us the round. I love the teamwork there. Just insanity. That's a smart play. You can't say enough about it.
Yeah, that was great there. And now Paradox on match point. They are in a great position. Mayhem, they have to buy. This is their last kind of round to stay in the tournament. This is their tournament life on the line here. They've got AKs across the board, but Natu only one with a smoke grenade. They've got a couple flashes, but not a heck of a lot of utility to work with here. So we'll see what kind of strategy they attempt to employ. As of now, they're just trying to work the picks once again. They've got Natu and Fox just on top of the roof of lobby, trying to send some spray over through those walls. But as of yet, no damage done to the CTs.
Yep. Mayhem still working it slowly. And in these situations, it hasn't been working out for them. But now Paradox is looking to end this right here and now as we see a very aggressive ramp position taken by the CTs. And Mayhem hasn't claimed much of the map besides outside. And we can see now Davey has worked his way up. We see a CT in that very tricky position where you can only see the cross, and it's so difficult from the terrace side unless you have an AWP to counterpick that, and even then it's difficult. But oh my god, Davey somehow sneaks past Eli, goes into mini. He might even shoot Eli down, but no, Eli does get the trade from his teammate. And now Mayhem is trying to make a match of this. They come out of upper, but Adway from above, he gets one. What a shot! And oh, Fox, 2-on-2. They're not out of this just yet. Silent M goes down to Fox as well. It's Strebber, the hero from the heavens last round. Can he do it again? This time he's actually got to kill somebody, but definitely doable here. Strebber gonna have to go down low. They don't know, or he doesn't know that they've already dropped lower. So to end it, to be the hero of the match here, Strebber drops into the vents. Jason R and Fox, the people. Oh, Fox is gonna catch him from the side. Nice win from Mayhem. Little bit of a slugfest as they went for the upper take, but they have to play 4 rounds perfectly on Nuke, and the best of teams can just get randomed out on a couple of rounds on CT.
Yeah, Eli's got 10k here, so probably just going to drop pistols for his teammates. I don't think they might. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think they're going to force. I don't think a force is a good idea here. They only need one more round. Why not wait for that equipment? I would say Eli would be smart to just drop pistols to his teammates, just kind of even out. He's got 10k. That is quite all right to kind of spread that out. He still will be fine if he wants to get an AWP in that next round. So we'll see here as we do have a pause underway. It looks like Mumble has crashed for the Paradox side. That's one way to win a map. Sabotage the other team's communication. No, I'm joking.
Right.
Definitely not Mayhem doing that, but
find their IP.
Exactly, find it. We need to make this happen, but
sick the dogs with glasses on them.
Exactly. One tweet has been sent out and the dogs are out. So anyhow, Mayhem here. They are going to pick up that last round, so they're not out of this, they're not out of the tournament quite yet. This still could go to overtime, but it would be, quite honestly, some misplays on the Paradox side. Honestly, they've looked good enough on the CT side to just, out of these last few, you need one round.
You
just
gotta
put
give
it
them
away.
one.
Put it away. So we'll see here. They are going to be going with the strategy, just kind of dropping pistols, and we do see Justin Adwade picking up some armor as well, as they do have a little bit of coin to play around with. But the unpause has been accomplished, and now we are live here, round 27, 11-15.
Right, and what an accomplishment it is. So many pauses in Counter-Strike. But what is Mayhem going to do? Are they going to bet their hopes and dreams of this tournament on a ramp rush? They got balls and they're going to do it, but they're going to run straight into a crossfire. Strebber is there. Oh, both the Paradox members go down. And so that is not a safe anti-eco strat. Do not try that at home. I mean, not many people stack ramp anymore, but had that been the case, Mayhem would have been in danger. But they have made their way into ramp, and Paradox only has 3 up. So if Mayhem can make it out of this, oh my, this might happen as these 5-7s are starting to go to work. The remaining 2 of Paradox are both near the window room, but Davey and Jason hold strong, and that's another round in the books for Mayhem. They got 3 more rounds to get it into overtime, and now that's got to be the most frustrating thing in the world. Not only are you battling for your tournament life on the terrorist side of Nuke, you can't even win the match. You got to battle it into overtime.
Yeah, and where you're going to start on that T side once again. That's how overtime works.
Let's do it again, boys.
Let's give her. So Mayhem, they've got an uphill battle to say the least, but Paradox here,
they're going to do it again.
They're going to go for that ramp rush once again, not to the first one. And Strebber, though, he gets dropped by Fox, and that's always going to go in the favor of the T. Silent, though, he's going to be playing in a sneaky position down lower. Fox, he's not going to check that at all, and now Silent gets the frag. They almost spam him down, 7 HP, but he is still alive, and that means there is threat inside of that lower bomb site. Now Buzza, Jason R. Davey, last 3 on the field for the T's. They are going to have to make a decision here. How long do you wait inside a ramp room? Do you switch back and go upper? Do you just opt to go and push down into lower? There is options for them here, but they have to choose very wisely.
Yeah, in every decision you go to, every decision you reach, there's going to be a CT in that area just lurking. That's one of the very beneficial points of the CT side of Nuke, is how you can play your angles so passively and still be so devastating. But Mayhem, it looks like they're going to be going back into lower to bet their tournament hopes, where 2 Paradox players are in lurk. Oh my God, Silent with 7 HP ends the game just like that. That could have been an ace. Oh, it was a 4K, I believe. Nonetheless, Silent goes huge with nothing to work with other than 7 HP and his rifle, and that will be the match. This is a best of 1, and everybody say goodbye to Mayhem.